game, and he threw a touchdown to Lucas Kroll on the run.
All right.
Just like that.
Welcome,
in the back corner of the end zone.
ladies and gentlemen,
right there, they just couldn't
boys and girls, to another live game streaming episode of the Team Rivalry Show. I thought that this game was supposed to start at 7:30. So close. Already I think we have got a touchdown here.
They gave it to him.
Yep. They've got a touchdown. So
showing a burst of speed to score the touchdown.
I don't know if you can hear the audio this particular time.
Right now it stands as a touchdown, and Nick Patty's letting everybody know he can get out there and get freaking with it. A lot of the point of me doing this stream was not just because I like live streaming football games and watching them. Because last night was a lot of fun, or 2 nights ago, I can't remember. Last night was a lot of fun.
With the football. Great effort.
Nick Patty said, "Oh man, they hitting for real out here, huh?"
But also because I wanted to figure out the technology and see if I can get it to work finally. And I think we might be on to something
second rushing
here.
touchdown of the season. The
so
fourth of his career.
You can hear the announcers, but not very loud because I've got.
And you can hear the chant from the Pitt faithful.
I've got Internet Edge turned down here. Well, Microsoft.
They're saying Patty. 16-yard scamper.
So you can kind of hear them, but obviously the point is to hear me because I'm the host of the show.
We're not at 7 apiece.
All right.
We always say
so once again, good evening, everybody.
Opportunity.
I hope everyone had a
Patty
wonderful day
that right
today.
now.
It is the day
back after
before New Year's Eve. We got some big plans for tomorrow, and we're not going to show commercials. So we're just going to show over to me, and I will talk a little bit while we're waiting for the game to come back. Got a new chair that's already annoying the heck out of me. It's not new, actually. It used to be my office chair, but I stopped using it because it squeaks whenever I move and it sings something. So if you have an opportunity to buy a $40 office chair on Amazon, don't do it. Anyway.
Don't just clean it. Clean it. OxyClean Laundry and Home Sanitizer kills 99.9% of bacteria and viruses. And that feels...
Just doing a check of Twitter
OxyClean Laundry and Home Sanitizer also kills the virus that causes COVID-19.
Bigger 10, the hashtag Music City Bowl is
all year to come together.
Yeah, I don't know what the score is right now. Last I saw was that Purdue and Tennessee were headed to overtime,
2022 RX 350.
Whoops, why am I doing this? This is not working properly.
We're all ready for a real
So we'll
vacation.
just
One where you can sip tropical drinks with fruity garnishes without having to get up. A vacation where you don't have to sweat the small stuff. Like rummaging for room keys.
And all that on
And
my
a
phone,
vacation where drinks and Wi-Fi that's fast and reliable are all included. Because when you're on a real vacation with Princess, where you don't have to think about anything, you can enjoy everything. Book a Princess cruise today and get
commercials while I'm talking here.
more during our best sale ever. Visit princess.com or call 1-800-PRINCESS.
Right now. Oh yeah, okay. So 5:45, Tennessee and Purdue are in overtime.
We started fostering Kyle when he was 6 years old. I knew that routine was important for him.
Dad, your turn.
We started
going to
Chick-fil-A every Saturday.
Every Saturday. Now, Miss Elizabeth?
When your adoption day came, we got the honor of being.
So is anybody talking about the MSU game? Because MSU is currently tied with Pitt.
For being a little too loud.
Having a big crowd cheering on was
nothing
really special to us.
Welcome back, everyone, to Atlanta, the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. That's quarterback Nick Patty heading into the Pitt locker room.
Here, maybe if I
to be attended to by the athletic training staff. Here's
I can see if it's trending.
What happened. We'll show it to you right after the kick. You were shaken up.
Pittsburgh versus Michigan State.
Yards.
It is in fact trending. So here's what I'll do. I'll put a link over.
Great dominion over the Pitt offense on that last drive. Their second offensive possession of the football game. Here's what happened. Watch the end of this run, Robert. What do you make of it?
Yeah.
So let's see. Here we go. They're just talking about the Patty's run here. I don't know the name of the quarterback. Kenny Pickett. So obviously the story of this game is that Kenny Pickett and
he wants to celebrate. He gets up and he's like,
Walker. Is it Kenny Pickett?
That
That didn't feel good. And he grabs his left shoulder right there.
Kenneth Walker both opted out
now
to
he's gone
focus
back to the locker room.
on NFL
They're warming up.
preparations. Which, you know, I have some feelings, thoughts, and opinions on, and nobody really cares to hear
in his
my
hands
opinion
at this
on that.
point until we find out what's going on.
You know, that's okay.
Who's on that down in the field? It's hard to
Wow. So there was a hand. Ooh.
try to run it, nowhere to go for Jordan Simmons, the team's leading rusher playing today in the absence of
the whole night.
Kenneth Walker. Dayon Hayes making the tackle for
Maybe
Pittsburgh.
I can switch up which one I'm looking at. Now I'm looking at the right
22-yard
one.
line, second down and 13 to go.
And this is exactly where Pitt wants you to be. They love slicing and
All
dicing
right,
on
whatever.
the
It seems to be working
using
okay
their
for right now. So let's
twitchiness
just
to
see what
get
we
you
got
behind
going
the
here.
chains.
All right, big loss on first down right there. We're gonna hand it off again. Man, wow.
And not much better for Jordan Simmons.
So Pitt's defensive line came to play so
Woods
far.
was there to meet him. So it's third down and long
That's intense.
for Michigan State. They got a touchdown on their
Looks like the
opening
video's a
drive
little
from
choppy on,
Jaden Reed.
on YouTube.
Starting
Hopefully
the
that clears up.
29-yard line of Pitt after the punt.
Well, you can already see the ramifications of them coming out and running fast because Pitt had to be ready in case they did it again and didn't.
So I'm realizing that I didn't call this game. I don't have a team rivalry
This
call.
time. Pass complete
Bowl
for the
game,
first down
bowl
out
games
to the
are a little bit weird just with
39-40-yard line.
scheduling and all
Jalen
that,
Naylor
because everybody's got a day job.
had a hand injury the last few weeks, but showed good
Such
hands
is the
that time to
pain
pick up
of
17.
YouTube
They're going fast on
streaming.
this one.
Oh, I've got some Earl Grey tea
Hand it
here
off.
with some caffeine.
Harold Joyner.
Be a free play.
Yeah, they had somebody offside. Pitt did. That was Baldonado.
Looks
Never
like
got
Pitt's gonna have
onside, never
somebody
got lined
offside
up.
here.
Penalty against Pitt.
Before the snap, offside. Number 87, defense.
Baldonado out of Rome, Italy.
Pittsburgh was offside there. I'm still trying to figure out. Let's see if I can.
Junior.
I don't want to invite. I'm
Maybe
sharing
over
the
there in
screen
Italy
right
they
now.
can
Hopefully it doesn't
start on the
actually
other
look
side of the
that
ball, but
choppy
not
on
over here in
YouTube.
America, buddy.
Private chat
Catch
settings.
him on the Amalfi
I want
Coast someday.
to
Harold
share
Joyner
it
in the
on
backfield.
Twitter. Oh man, Tennessee's got the ball.
1st and 5. Joyner options out of the backfield.
Still looks like a screen here for Michigan State. Oh, big game. Oh, big game.
Running like a
Wow,
truck
Pitt was not ready for
downfield
that.
to the
So how much you want to
20-yard
bet
line.
this game is going to be
1st and
like
10 from
Purdue
there.
and Tennessee, where
Great
they're in the
execution on
40s
this
headed to
one.
OT?
Oh, yes,
again.
great execution.
Or
Just a tight
not
end
again,
screen.
but, you know,
And they get the ball to
still
Malik Carr,
for
and
this
he's
game
cruising
part.
down the 6th. Right?
All
Cruising
right,
down the
just going
street
to
in
check on
6
the team rivalry YouTube real quick and see if I can
a
get
little
this.
bit high.
Get a link
Intended
over
for
to
Jaden
Twitter.
Reed.
Tennessee's knocking on the door here.
Hayes there with good pressure.
Wow.
Right in
Oh,
the
they're
face
just going
of
to let him
Peyton
into
Ford.
the end zone. Nope. All right, they brought him down on the 2-yard line, but now
So Michigan State
where's-
going with a little bit of tempo
let's
here.
see
Rob.
Michigan State
Yeah,
here
when you
on
have,
second
when you
and
have this
10.
amount of time to prepare for a team, you're going to show them some wrinkles.
Still
Right now,
trying
that's
to get
exactly
over
what
to
they're doing.
YouTube to
They're
see if
not
I can get
always
that.
going fast and getting to the line and running plays. Sometimes looking to the sideline, but they're keeping Pitt off balance. And right now, Pitt just hasn't been able to catch their breath and get their bearings for what they're facing.
Joyner
Lots of yelling, lots of
takes the
screaming.
handoff coming
Another
across
run
the
play.
formation.
Solid
Makes
hole
a
there.
play
Looks like you got about
25-yard
7
line. We saw
yards,
Mel
maybe
Tucker on the
6.
sidelines a moment ago. He too has connections to Michigan State. He was a GA, a grad assistant there at one point. Both of them with connects to
Michigan State's run with some tempo. I think they caught Pittsburgh offside there again.
Take out his
Even if not, Peyton Thorne can
runs it all the
run.
way down to the 11-yard line.
And that's what's going to happen if
Another
they
first down,
run.
they're
If they
gonna
run
spot it back at the
up-tempo
13.
offense the entire game, they're going to keep Pitt's
Michigan
defensive
State
line
with another
off,
first
off
down under
balance.
6 minutes to go in
And
this
that's pretty
first
big.
quarter. A
Looks like
12-yard
Tennessee's
game.
about to score
If you
here. It's
don't know,
3rd and
now you
goal from
know.
the
Peyton
Purdue
Thorne
3.
is a big, strong, physical quarterback. He's got great arm strength, pocket presence, and when he breaks the pocket and decides to run,
Peyton Thorne really had a
really
solid
good, not gonna
season
lie.
this year. It was
He's
kind of surprising. I mean, Michigan State in general had a really good
Football
season.
family. His dad coached him in high school. Youth
You know,
football.
that Ohio State
Grandpa played
game
at
not
Wisconsin.
included. They had a really,
Passes complete here.
really solid season.
Inside the 10 to the 8-yard line to Trey
Defensive
Mosley.
backs and all that definitely needed some help this
Up by
year.
Allen.
Even in games they won,
Yeah, just
the
an
defensive backs
easy
got
out route
shredded.
concept. They got Trey
Speaking of
Mosley
Michigan.
matched up with the safety Eric Hallett, who's the ACC championship game MVP. So
Purdue held Tennessee to 4th and goal. We'll see if Tennessee goes for it or just kicks the field goal. I think they are going to go for it. Yeah, I mean, Tennessee scored 45 points. Nothing says that Purdue's going to be able to hold up, so they might as well just try right up the middle, see what happens. Meanwhile, Michigan State here is on the, 8-yard line, 2nd and 5.
Going to pass it on the fade into the end zone. Touchdown, but there's a flag down as well.
I mean, that was a heck of a catch, but it's not going to count.
Malik Carr made the catch.
Okay, so normally they don't stop the play if the defense has been caught offside. So this says to me that this is going to be a false start on State.
Player there, and
sure did. All 6'5" of them.
Just so happens that he's one of those guys that is looking to.
That was a great catch by number 6 there. I can't see his name because his hair is flowing. Carr, whatever his first name is.
Before the snap, false start offense.
False start. Yep, false start on MSU. So, yeah.
Second down.
I thought for a second it was going to be offside, just because it looked like all of Purdue's defensive line. Okay, so they were just shifting, but it looked like all of them kind of got a step in.
I didn't,
but the toes went up like this.
Wow, that counts.
Just before the snap went off. They moved pretty quickly on that play.
$5,000
worth of LASIK that's a bummer for that receiver. I mean, that was a great catch.
John Perry telling us a moment ago in our ears that he double clutched the football as well.
Well, premature snap.
It looks like Tennessee may have fumbled it at the goal line.
From the 13-yard line,
and
second down and
10.
Single back set. That's Joyner.
Or he may have
counter and draw. Chopped down.
Oh, jeez.
At about the 13. And dove and made it close.
Man, those
to the
plays
tape
when those
AJ
players
Woods.
go over the top like that, and
so
you
third
end
down
up
coming up on that 2-yard gain.
Yeah, you said he got chopped down. I'm just looking at
sometimes.
this man. Harold Jordan is a big back, 6'4", 215.
I need some more caffeine. Got to wake up. It's only 7:30, and I feel like I'm falling asleep. Probably because I was up until 1 watching.
If you get a guy that big running at you as a defender, they always tell you, chop him down.
Okay.
What an awful game.
Hit him up top.
Such a bummer of a game. I mean, great job to Minnesota for winning.
4 minutes to go in the first quarter.
So far, the Big Ten is undefeated in bowl
Spartans.
games. We'll see if that lasts with Purdue and Michigan State here. But, man, I mean, what was it? 18-6, I think,
Pitt's
was the
going to take
final.
one of its 3 timeouts.
1 field goal in the second half. It wasn't because the defenses were playing well.
On the other
because
side of this.
the offenses were just that incompetent. I mean, it was literally the ineptitude.
AT&T is America's most reliable 5G network, so now you'll never miss a moment. Great.
We'll
Can you imagine what you
grab
did if
the
the game just cut out in the
link
middle
to
of the
this
action?
and
I
toss
can.
it into
We would
Twitter.
immediately start tearing out our hair and
See
screaming
if
at
we
the
get
top of
anybody
our
watching.
lungs.
That'd be
Okay,
cool.
that's very specific. Like it's happened before. About an hour ago.
That's why we switched.
Say that we're small.
Wow.
Touchdown. It's not complicated.
David
AT&T
Foe Cover
5G
1
is fast,
on
reliable,
Twitter
and
says
America's
MSU trying to
most
work on their
reliable
run
5G
game in the
network.
post K9 era, and it's off to a terrible start. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you've got a Heisman caliber halfback or running back like
Samuel, what's up? I got a
Kenneth
gift
Walker.
for you.
Is that a lot of times the other back nearly as much experience during the season, which you get it because like you want the guy who's good to have the ball.
Oh, I have that saved me a bundle.
You have that?
If the other players don't end up getting experience, then they're going to spend the better part of the bowl game trying to get that.
Are you off the naughty words?
Yes.
Yes, the classic Pat Narduzzi third down on defense timeout right before giving up the TD.
From the season finale of Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Another season almost in the
they didn't give Tennessee that touchdown. So he was down short of the goal line. Now Purdue's got a chance.
Yeah, it's not like we live in some fictional town that's part of some elaborate marketing.
What would it even be for? Dr. Pepper?
16. But also, Purdue just has to kick a field goal.
It's not like we're the ice cold Dr. Pepper guy.
There.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
Take a look at some of the prevailing storylines here early in this football game. The opening kickoff put Pitt in poor field position on their own 2-yard line after a 3-and-out.
We're live streaming the Peach Bowl right now. Stop by and
to Jaden Reed for the game's first touchdown and a little Michael Jackson thriller for throwback dance. And then after that, Nick Patty lunging for the end zone, scoring the touchdown, but in the process was shaking up that left
that
shoulder
like
area, forced him to go into the pit locker room.
Stop by. Let's just go stop by and join us.
Still no word.
There we go.
On what happens on the
very
other side of that.
like
Here's
that.
a look
Very intense.
at those two quarterbacks and how they've performed so far.
But this will be interesting. So this way I can get some further analysis from Twitter while I do this.
Kenny Pickett not playing today, opting out. Pursue his NFL dream. 10th play of the drive here.
Looks like the picture's a little bit better now.
Quarterbacks
played. I mean, unless I'm going to be
really lights out.
Game.
Really led the teams. And now Peyton Thorne's trying to get the team in for 6 again.
And get a first down without scoring a touchdown. 3rd and 8.
Right. Oh, somebody doesn't follow football very closely. Somebody asked, why isn't Kenny Pickett
trying to turn the corner? There's a flag down back at
Ooh, he tried to turn the corner. Let's see if he got there.
At the 15-yard line.
Come on, internet, get better.
As Joyner
pushed
out of bounds at the 7.
That's going to be a holding call for sure.
Looks like holding on Michigan State.
Ragdoll. One of the Pitt defenders there, John Morgan.
I want to see if I can get the other internet to work.
They're going to have to push this back a few more yards and get another opportunity on 3rd down. Here's the call.
Holding on Michigan State. I didn't actually see it. I wonder where it was. Watch this end up being like really obvious, and I totally missed it because the internet.
So now the ball all the way back at about the 21.
21, man. That's a brutal call given the fact that Michigan State was on the move.
He's going to get the hook, and right there he's good. The play's over, but no, he decides to
turn it to a dude, that's obvious. Oh, you picked him up almost going backwards and tossed him to the ground. What are you doing, man?
He should have just let him go at that point.
3rd and 18.
See, I like to rag on both teams, and I understand, like, you see my sweatshirt, you see the flag behind me, you're probably thinking, oh, man, this guy wants Michigan State to lose. You're right. But I also want the Big Ten to look good.
In space.
And if that means Michigan State has to win to happen, then fine. But Michigan State just ran it around on 3rd and 18, and surprise, didn't get it. Man, without Kenneth Walker, their run game is struggling.
Let's listen to it.
Oh, hard hit. Very hard hit.
That'll rattle your feelings a little
10 out of 10 hit. Take a sip of tea.
So in comes the field goal unit.
Cheers to that guy for that hit.
And Conklin in.
All right.
He's 11 of 17 on the
Coughlin's
season.
been a pretty solid kicker this year.
51.
Along of
This
51, 60, almost
36.
65%. That's pretty good. 36-yard attempt. Should be easy enough. It's up. Oh, yeah, right down the middle. Nice kick.
Shoots it right through.
Well done to that guy. You always like to cheer on the kicker.
36.
I don't know why, but like
the Spartans.
So I played 1 year of high school football, and it wasn't even really high school football because I was homeschooled for high school, so it didn't count. But when I played football, when I first made that game, they made me the kicker. And ever since, I've kind of had a soft spot
by both teams.
Like, what'd you like misses a field goal, I'm just like, right? You know, I feel for that guy.
You let them know you're not going to make it easy.
If a quarterback misses a wide open pass or throws an interception, I'm roasting the heck out of him.
There's no place for that.
Every time.
Take the completion, run the play, don't force anything, and secure points for your offense. Both teams played that well. We have some high-level football going on right now.
Both teams are playing.
At home is having some fun.
I'm not going to say conservative because I feel like just running a spread offense is exactly conservative.
Coming out at quarterback for Pitt.
But it doesn't really feel like each team is really coming into their own and knowing exactly what they need to do in order to move the ball. It feels like there's a whole lot of let's try and see if this works kind of stuff going on right now. Oh, man. I didn't see what happened with Purdue and Tennessee. That game must have just ended. Oh, great
Welcome
kick
to
return
Atlanta.
here.
This is a Benakenda of Pitt on the kickoff return.
And another flag.
Moments after Michigan State
this is going to be the game
kicked a field goal to take a
penalty
10-7 lead. And this is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl.
Oh, no. Come on. Let's not do this right now.
Pittsburgh with the lead. They scored on their opening possession.
All right. I'm just going to go ahead and
Michigan
take
State
the television
took a 7-0 lead.
see
Then
if
Pitt
the
came back
internet
and
opens up a little bit.
equalized at 7 apiece behind Nick Patty at quarterback.
And
Pickett not
let's
playing
see
in this football game. Here's the
what
call.
happened with Tennessee. Oh, Purdue won.
Blocking in the back during the return.
Yep.
First down, Pittsburgh.
What in the world? I don't want to watch this. I want to watch this state game. I mean, believe me, I'll watch some Michigan basketball another time, but let's watch the state game right now. What just happened? It's really weird. This event has not yet started. ESPN, are you drunk? I wouldn't be surprised if they were. Let's go. Come on. Let's try this instead. Wonder if something's going on with the internet. I'm switching Wi-Fi's right now. Probably going to glitch out in a second, and then I'll come back. Okay, there we go. Weird. Yeah, the buttons are all broken on it now. There we go. And go. No? Okay. Watch live on ESPN. Come on. I believe in you. Play. Maybe. Okay, I'm feeling good about it. Here we go. Got to get better internet. You know what? Actually, I shouldn't say that. I think our internet's actually pretty decent here. But for whatever reason, tonight, things have just been going a little haywire. Okay, this makes no sense. It was working up until then. You gotta love technical difficulties. I mean, the point of the stream is to live stream the game. What? Did they just go to halftime? I thought that game just started. Unless... No, it's not at half. It just started. Why am I getting halftime right now? All right, let's... I'll at least share it and see if... This is fun. Enjoying it. Huh. Internet connection's good. Not sure what's up here. There we go. Now load the game. Come on. I believe in you. Select broadcast. All right. Yep, and there's my chair. Oh, boy. See, the funny thing about things like this is that I'm not even entirely sure what to fix, because I don't think it's me. I think it's ESPN. Anybody want to watch the Spanish version? I'm going to share the other version of it. Let's see. Share screen. We're going to go Microsoft Edge tab instead of... Okay, we're loading the game. I think we might be onto something here. End of first quarter. Awesome. So I'm going to get it back. It's going to work now. Yep, it's going to work now. We're at commercial break.
For every highway, every driveway.
All right, whatever.
And every speedway.
Nuts to that. At least it's working now.
And where
so
the loudest
that's
sound
fine. We're not going to watch commercials.
Of your electric heart. This is.
Oh, that's funny. All right, whatever.
They come here.
Just get all right. Let's get back into the groove of things here. So far, right now we've got Michigan State 10,
and
Pittsburgh
questioning
7. If the people at Team Rivalry are watching this, send your picks. My pick was Michigan State 34 to Pittsburgh 21.
Innovation and progress.
I don't know that either team is going to break 20 points right now.
The University of Pittsburgh. Forge ahead.
That's just what I'm going to end up calling it. Michigan State 34, Pittsburgh 28. Let's do that instead.
To protect people.
Mish.
To help them save.
30
with a home and auto bundle from Progressive.
28. And actually,
born for this. And now,
while you're at it, let me know if the volume, what I'm trying to do with the volume today is I turned it way down on Edge to see if maybe you could still kind of hear it, but I can talk over it. And if that's working, great. If not, then I'll just go ahead and do it. So let me know if that's working. But then at the same time, we'll try and get our picks together for tomorrow as well. I'll just take a quick gander at the games that we've got going on tomorrow. And Michigan and Georgia are at 7.
You got thunderstruck.
Otherwise, Hulu audio is still too loud. All right, well, fine. Yeah, okay. All right, well, another time, perhaps during the off season, we'll figure out how to get audio to work. All right, and the game is back. Boom. So I will just sort of describe what's going on. Patty steps back to pass. He's in trouble. He's going to go down way back at the Pittsburgh 30. Wow. Solid tackle. See, the problem is, though, is that if I call the plays, I don't know any of the players' names. I pay closer attention to Michigan State, but not close enough to know what their names are just yet. We're still amateurs at this, okay? We'll get better. But man, he was coming off the edge fast too. That's Pittsburgh starting quarterback Kenny Pickett up in the not press box, but he's up in the box. He's got headphones and a clipboard. He's kind of working as an analyst for them. That's what they were saying earlier if you're just tuning in now. All right, so Pittsburgh's going to have to punt. Man. So Pittsburgh really hasn't been able to do anything on offense since they kind of hobbled together that possession a little bit ago. Now you got Michigan State's punt returning running backwards. Here's a lane. He'll get a few yards out of it. Looks like about a 10-yard return or so. Why do you I understand running backwards in order to get some space, but at some point it's like, all right, maybe you should have just gone down. Excuse me. So right now they're commenting on how Kenny Pickett was a Heisman finalist, and he's currently watching the game with headphones and a clipboard. And they're commenting, they're saying good move. They're saying it very definitively. It was a good career decision to make. Sure. Okay. So yeah, I get it. From a career standpoint, opting out of bowl games is probably the better option. It's at the same token, though. If they're trying to avoid injury, like they go 12 games, 12 regular season games, and then Pittsburgh made the ACC championship and they won it, right? Yeah. So 13 games, and he didn't get injured. So what's one more game? But also you say, like, what's one more game? And then that happens to be the game that you get injured. If you get injured, you risk losing out on millions of dollars and, potential draft position and all that. And I get it. Like, if somebody said to me like, oh my gosh, if you return to school for your senior year, or if you keep going that last week of the semester, then you might get in a car crash and break your leg, and then you'll never be able to, you won't get a career because then you'll just be on disability for the rest of your life. I don't know. This is getting a little too real. I meant it as a joke. But like if somebody said, oh, you should skip the last week of your semester, otherwise you might risk not being able to get any sort of a job, I gladly would have. I would have not returned from my senior year if somebody said, "Here's a few $1 million, and if you keep going, then you'll risk losing out on those few $1 million." I would have gladly stepped away. I wouldn't have gone back for my senior year. So I get it. Money is money, and he's got to make a long-term decision there and think about him. The prospect of a future family. Taking a lot of these guys. A lot of these college players, one of the beautiful things about college football is that a lot of these players come from very, frustrating and bad backgrounds and, broken homes and stuff like that. And they end up going to the NFL and making $1 million, and then they buy their moms a home or buy somebody a new car. There's a lot of really amazingly beautiful things that come from these kids coming from those kinds of positions and then going on to the NFL. And until college does something like that, which, I understand name, image, and likeness, that's coming up. But until it matches what these kids can do in the NFL, it makes sense. It makes sense to make that career move. All right. We got some Michigan State fans, and we got some Michigan State players. So they're commenting that Pittsburgh there has been a team full of energy and optimism and excitement all season long, and that this is actually the most down and dour and sad that Pittsburgh's looked all season long. I think some of these players absolutely care to win the game. I think all of them wanted to play the game, but it's absolutely a thing that some players just don't care. And I think without Kenny Pickett under center, well, and frankly, the fact that winning this game doesn't mean a whole lot, except it would be a top 15 victory for Michigan State. It would be a top 10 victory for Pitt. That's a big deal. And moving forward into next season, that's a good thing. Maybe this has recruiting implications. If Michigan State wins this game, they look a lot better. Pittsburgh, however, is an ACC team they're pretty decent under Pat Narduzzi, but it's not like, well, I guess I shouldn't say anything because Cincinnati made the playoffs. So I was going to say it's not like Pittsburgh's going to be on the national stage next year, but they kind of were this year. And obviously Kenny Pickett was number 3 or 4 in Heisman voting. So they are on the national stage, but I don't know. But anyway. So far the Big Ten is 2-0 in bowl games. The SEC is 1-4. Peyton Thorne going deep. Whoa! That was a one-handed catch. Wow! I will give it to Michigan State. They want this game. They absolutely do. And I can appreciate that. Oh, Jalen Naylor is injured. Jalen Naylor is injured. But, man, and right to the line. They care. They want this game. Michigan State well, that was a terrible throw. Possibly a little pass interference, but, man. Yeah, wow, what a catch. Agreed. Oop, sorry about that. Man, that was a really great catch. Right back to the line, too. Michigan State absolutely wants to win this game. So now, seeing Pittsburgh the way that they were on the sidelines, all sad and stuff like that, is Michigan State just going to run away with it at this point? Which, and good. That looks fantastic for the Big Ten, and I want Michigan teams to look good. Like, it would be really sad if Michigan State got blown out or even lost to Pitt at this point. I think Pitt had kind of a similar thing going for them this season that Cincinnati did, is that they were the underdogs, and they knew they were the underdogs. They knew nobody really wanted them anywhere. Clemson was having a down year, and so they took advantage of it. And they won the ACC. Right? Pittsburgh won it. Whatever. They had a really good season. Unfortunately, had a couple of losses early, one of which was to my alma mater, Western Michigan. That's right. Where I went to school, Western Michigan, they beat Pittsburgh. And Western Michigan finished the season 7-5 or 8-5. They beat Nevada in the quick lane bowl in Detroit. But man, oh man, I mean, it does not at all look like Pittsburgh really even wants to be there. I'm sure that the backup quarterback's pretty excited to be playing right now, but Michigan State right now is they're fast to the line. They're moving quick. Peyton Thorne's in a little trouble here. He's going to get sacked. So that right there is the first really bad play, I think, so far that Michigan State has had this game. I mean, their running game hasn't exactly been there. So Pitt is still a strong team. But so far, I think Michigan State, despite the fact that they've only got 10 points out of it so far, they've wanted it more. I think the caffeine's finally starting to kick in. I'm really glad this game didn't start at 10:15 like the Minnesota game did. And they were late too. It ended up starting at like 10:30 or some nonsense like that. Big pass to the end zone. Nearly intercepted. Bad throw. Very bad throw. Nearly intercepted there. Man. Wow. All right. That's kind of big though. That's so Pitt is still very much in this game, and they would have been even if Michigan State had scored a touchdown. But at this point right now, it's kind of a moral victory for Pittsburgh after giving up the huge pass play earlier in the drive, and then to hold Michigan State to get the 5-yard sack and then hold Michigan State to a field goal. That's a big deal. Even if Michigan State makes this, you kind of got to feel like Pittsburgh's got to feel pretty good about themselves right now. And I'm saying that after he missed it. Oh my goodness, he missed it. He missed it from 33. After I was talking, I was singing his praises not 10 minutes ago, maybe 10 minutes ago, and he just missed it. What are you doing? Oh my goodness. Jalen Naylor has got to be shaking his head. He looked like he was injured on that play too. I mean, he hobbled himself off the field. He did not look too happy. Yeah, after all that missed field goal. I mean, he looked solid there on that drive until those last 3 plays. A couple of bad throws. Really? Am I not still on? Did I seriously just get kicked? No, it says I'm on. Do I seriously have to stop? Stream suspended for policy violations. Great. Awesome. Wow.